Hey guys, and thanks for tuning into the PreOp Diaries with Sami.
Hey guys, so we are 2 days pre-op today, and I'm now leaving to go get a sonogram to make sure that there are no abnormalities. All of my other tests were great, but the surgeons need to just see everything, make sure there's no cysts or whatever's going on in my stomach. So I'm going to go get my sonogram now. It's an
I took a moto today to do my errands around Cartagena. It's so much faster. The sonogram office that my doctor recommended me to was also super cheap, and the lady was super friendly. She didn't speak English, but I'm used to that by now, so I just get on my Google Translate and I use the Spanish that I know to communicate with everyone. And during this process, she actually mapped the extent of my diastasis recti before surgery. So here's a little bit of the behind the scenes in the sonogram, and then they have it right there on the TV so you could see what you're looking at.
doctor's office today. I needed to drop off my sonogram results, and I'm here to finish paying for my surgery, ask about pain management options, and ask about sleep medicine for after the surgery.
I also had to pay additional costs because I opted for a pain bag after surgery, so I'll go into detail about all of the additional costs aside from the cost of the surgery later. I headed to the mall after because I wanted to make sure we had everything we needed, like nesting wise, drinks wise, just being as prepared as possible because I didn't want to do any errands or think about anything I needed on the day of surgery or after that. So Naj met me at the mall with Gisela and we did some grocery shopping and then made sure that we had all the pillows for my nesting. And he even like looked into these different chairs to make me a BBL chair to take the pressure off of my glutes while I was healing. So this was actually really, really helpful because it took a lot of the stress of how am I going to be comfortable around the house after surgery off of me. Ultimately, I ended up spending over $200 in pillows and I don't regret $1 of it. And there's a faja store right at the mall that you could go to. And I needed an extra level one faja to change into when the one that my doctor gave me needs to be washed or something. This store had so many post-op things. They even had special soap to wash the fajas and extra bambosa stockings and boards and foams and things of that nature. I ended up getting a board, a wash, extra stockings, and an extra faja.
I decided to get my eyebrows done, get my lip wax.
And of course, we had to grab some food really quick at the mall. I ordered a lot of beverages and fruits and made sure the fridge was fully stocked. I also did some post-op meals, and here I was making a curry, and I made sure I added a lot of turmeric to it. Made sure I had some greens prepped, and bok choy is readily available and easier to find here than kale. So this was my greens of choice, and I also think it's super delicious. I also had to make sure my nails were cut down. I forgot that they monitor your oxygen levels through your fingers during surgery, so I wanted to make sure my nails were short enough to fit the monitoring machine. Good thing I'm also a DIY girl because I just conveniently had these nail clippers because I have basically everything I need to do my nails in the house myself if I ever feel I don't want to go to the salon. We ended up settling on this chair and he literally just cut a hole out to make room for my butt, so there's like no pressure when I'm sitting on it. And we saw this on YouTube done by someone else and it worked really well. I'm so glad I had the help that I did because these stockings were so hard to get into. It was such a struggle, but I know that they're compression stockings, so I just needed that extra bit of help. We also prep the bed with a waterproof mattress cover and a shower liner to make sure no bodily fluids get on the mattress. And then after we spread the sheet on the bed, we still went ahead and put some absorbent pads on the bed to make sure that if there is any fluid leakage, that it'll maybe go into that and not onto the sheets or anything. Being able to do my healing and my nesting in my home was so important to me because I honestly don't like being around strangers. And if there's anyone that I want taking care of me, it's my man. At this point, I was exhausted and I didn't want to do my own hair. So I had someone come over and do a house call for my daughter and I. And I decided to just do two simple braids. It felt like I was running a marathon. I completely see why people end up getting a surgery concierge to get everything ready for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content.